Alright guys, so let's talk about the upcoming Blue Eyes support today. So what you're seeing right now is kind of the build I've been playing with, testing a little bit. And it's been working alright, but this has a long way to go. I mean, we're talking like 4 months in advance testing stage at least right now, but let's go ahead and take a look at kind of what we're working with and what's kind of changed so far. So, number one, we've got Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. I'll read off the effect. You can see it on the screen there, though. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be first special summoned from your hand by revealing one Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand. You can only special summon one copy of this card once per turn this way. This card's name becomes Blue Eyes White Dragon while it is on the field or in the graveyard. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and this card cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. So, Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. Really good card, makes Melody of Awakening Dragon an actually relevant card in my opinion. So, that card having the exact same attack and defense, Melody of the Awakening Dragon is now your double searcher. So what you'll do is you'll pull one Blue Eyes, one alternate, and then if you have trade in, you can special summon alternate, trade in your second Blue Eyes, your regular one, and kind of go off from there. That's kind of the play that I've been tending toward. Trade in has become a lot more useful with the upcoming support. I mean, with Alternative White being 8 and White Spirit Dragon being a level 8, you're definitely seeing a lot of improvement in what you can do with that card. So, White Spirit Dragon, this card is always treated as a Blue Eyes card. This card is treated as a normal monster while in the hand or graveyard. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one spell or trap card your opponent controls and banish it. During either player's turn, if your opponent controls a monster, you can tribute this card, special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand. So, something else I've been working with here, you see my 2 Bright Stars, that's for your level 7 plays. Biggest problem that the new support has by far is that it is level 1, really crappy on-field effect. Level 1, they're just not good once you have a normal summon. So there's got to be a way to test this out and get it to the point where, I mean, almost running like triple Wamaku or something like that's going to happen, because if you play a lot of these copies of like Guard with Eyes of Blue and Sage and Priestess, you've got to have something to protect yourself from damage, because they just get run over, and in order to kind of make some of your combos, you need to normal summon them, but there's only so many normals, and in order to get off like a Bright Star effect and get Maiden down and all that, it's really hard to make use of all of them well. So, on to the next one, Guard. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one level 1 light tuner monster from your hand. Personally think that is a really bad effect from my experience in testing. I mean, if you have Maiden in hand, it's good, but what do you do with Guard on the field besides its secondary effect, which is this right here. You can target one effect monster you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon one Blue Eyes monster from your hand. So, basically, the way that combo works for me is you'll end up having to destroy your own Maiden or the Guard, but the best way to go about it is special summon Guard, or normal summon Guard, special Maiden, target Maiden, special summon Blue Eyes off of Maiden's effect, and then synchro up with the Blue Eyes that's now on field. And you can also special summon one from the hand if you have one in your hand. So you could end up with an Azure Eyes and a Blue Eyes on field if you have the right pieces. Sage Knight with Eyes of Blue. When this card is normal summoned, you can add one level light tuner monster from your deck to your hand. Hence why I have Effect Veiler. It's not too great, this current format. By the time we get to Shining Victories, where all these cards come out, Effect Veiler may be a little bit more relevant, so that's kind of what I'm counting on. When this card's normal summon, you can add one level 1 light tuner monster from your deck to your hand, except Sage Knight. With Eyes of Blue, you can discard this card, target one effect monster you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you do special summon one Blue Eyes monster from your deck, that is its better effect, because all of them can target themselves, and that's what makes the level 1s not so bad. But it really is not it's not good in my opinion to waste a normal summon like that, because unless you can really go off or entirely eliminate the use of Maiden with the Eyes of Blue, some of the times your combos are just not going to happen. And what may have to happen is I may have to increase the amount of other level 1s and decrease Maidens. But like I said, we're so early on in the testing that I'm just kind of getting a feel for a totally new playstyle. Wonder Wand is something I've also looked at, but I think Wonder Wand is going to have to be trashed because you really want to tribute all the level 1s for their own effects. I mean, Priestess operates from in the graveyard, but I'm really not a big fan of Priestess with the Eyes of Blue's effect, but I mean, its on-field effect is during either player's turn when a card or effect is activated that targets this card face up, you can send one effect monster you control to the graveyard, which is more than likely going to be itself. Add up to 2 Blue Eyes monsters with different names from your deck to your hand. That's a good effect right there in that part. And then, if this card is in your graveyard, you can target one Blue Eyes white, or you can target one Blue Eyes monster you control, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, special summon this card. And I have not found a way really that combos well yet, but I'm still kind of working on it. But anyway, 2 more cards we'll talk about before we end this video. Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. It's good because you don't have to use poly, but must be either fusion summoned or special summoned by sending the above cards you control to the graveyard, in which case you do not use polymerization and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Good effect. This card can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase, also good effect. And at the end of the damage step, when this card attacks an opponent's monster, you can banish that opponent's monster on the field, also a good effect. The card that is the best of all the new Blue Eyes support, in my opinion, although I will say it is rather tricky to get out when you have so many level 1s, and without just having the focus strictly on Maiden, I'm finding it hard to get into synchros in general, just because you're doing all kinds of other stuff and you can't normal Maiden and then target most of the time. So I think we're going to have to cut Bright Star and go back to the old ways of like full force strike or something like that. Something to where you can just like ram opponents' monsters and just use it for a targeting effect, like specifically. So, anyway, Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Neither player can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time, and that's a really good effect to start with. Once per turn during either player's turn, when a card effect is activated in the graveyard, you can negate the activation. Also really good. During either player's turn, you can tribute this Synchro Summon card, special summon one Light Dragon type Synchro monster from your extra deck in defense position, except Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, but destroy it during the end phase. How that works is you tribute this card, you special summon Asia Rise over here, and then as soon as you special summon Asia Rise, its effect kicks in and it can't be destroyed during the end phase. Excuse me. And that's kind of how it works out. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Try to test out this build, alter it, let me know in the comments down below like what you're finding out works and what doesn't work. Like I said, I think I'm really going to cut out Wonder Wand and Bright Star and just really try to, I think I'm going to go back to the ways of Turbo and just kind of make this like all draw power and they bare necessities. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and it's a little bit informational at least, and I will see you guys soon in another video, and make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel.